Small space grace. Do you have it? Have you lost it? Can it be salvaged? Paul says to the church at Ephesus, he says, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Let me tell you a story. Years ago when I was in college, I traveled for the university in a quartet. There was 5 of us guys, 4 singers and a sound man, traveling around in a van. Now, during the school year, we just traveled on the weekends, but during the summer, 12 to 16 weeks or more, we were on the road, traveling all over the interstates and highways, stopping at churches and at camps, whatever, representing Christ, representing the school. And 5 of us spending most of our time in the confines of a van, right? That's 5 different personalities in a small space. 5 different ideas of what was good to listen to on the radio. 5 different preferences of when to eat, where to eat, what to eat. 5 different ideas of what was funny or appropriate. And small space grace oftentimes was lost. Oftentimes it went out the window. Probably similar to what you might be experiencing right now. You know, you might be seeing sides of your spouse right now that you haven't seen in a long time. Perhaps sides of your spouse you've never seen. You're seeing aspects of your child's personality, child's ideas of activity and fun, and some of your child's needs that you have not seen in a while, if ever. You know, that wish you had last year where you were wishing, I wish I could have more time with my family, is being replaced, right, with, man, I wish I could spend more time at work. True? Right. Small space grace. It's difficult to maintain, and sometimes it gets lost, but it can be salvaged. It can be brought back. Let me tell you what we did in the quartet, and I give this to you as a suggestion. We came upon it by accident. One of us just happened to put some money in one of those arcade grapple machines and won this little stuffed thing. You can't even call it a stuffed animal. It looked, to be honest, it looked like a demon. Had this red body and it had horns, right? And we threw it in the van, and just all of a sudden it became, I don't know if we talked about it or if it just happened to become the focal point of all of our frustration. And it saved us during those summer months of frustration when we got on one another's nerves. What we would do, and every one of us in the quartet did this, we would just, when frustration was building, we were about to boil over, we'd grab that doll and we'd just scream at it, punch it, slam its head in the door, roll its head up in the window, whatever. We would focus all of our negative frustration, our anxiety, our anger on it instead of one another. And we were able to maintain and salvage small space grace with one another without hurting friendships, without hurting feelings, without hurting or having personality conflicts. And so I would suggest maybe you try this at home. Find an old stuffed animal that nobody cares about anymore, or better yet, make yourself the most ugly and hideous looking thing out of a bunch of old socks. Make yourself some kind of old sock doll, and give everybody in the family permission that whenever they need to explode on it, you know, scream at it, smack it against the wall, slam its head in the door, punch it, but just not at one another. Instead, let something inanimate become the focal point of any kind of negative emotions, any kind of explosion, any kind of boil over, and you'll be able to endure and maintain small space grace. Hey, be patient and bear with one another. I know it's hard, but it can be done. Hey, this is Pastor Mark, and this is Everything Rhymes with Coffee. Sorry, it's Wednesday, and this is the first I've been with you this week. My wife had a fever, and so I was covering the daycare for her, and but glad to be here today. Hey, like, comment, and share, and until tomorrow, the Lord bless you and keep you.